Alright, so I want to show how the flight plans work, how you create your flight plan. So this is the Earth here. This is all created to 1-to-1 scale, so you can fly around the entire Earth. And while all those lights look like they're electricity, you'll notice that they also have the white points all over here too. That's actually all the airstrips. So there's like so many airstrips, and not all of them show up when you're fully zoomed out like this. So as you start to zoom in, you know, say if I start to zoom in on France right here, you'll start to see more of them pop up. You get in really close and they tell you what they are. So there's quite a few of them. If you go in close, you'll notice that some of them have stars, like JFK, Toronto City Centre. These are airports that they handcrafted, LAX, where they went through and they made it basically shot for shot. Like they took photos and they made it exactly the same as it is in real life. The other airstrips are more done from satellite data and stuff like that, and just kind of like similar architecture in the area, but they all look very realistic. And when you start to zoom in, you'll see some of them are points of interest, like you're like Concord, New Hampshire here, but most of these end up being airstrips. If you zoom all the way in, you can see there. And if you go to some of the bigger airports, you can see here, zoom to details, and you can see all of the different runways as well as the different parking spots as well. So if you wanted to start your flight from a parking spot, taxi out, do the entire like startup process, everything like that, then you can pick a parking spot to start from and do that. Or same thing with landing. You could set one that you're gonna finish your flight plan at. Most of the time I do the runway though, because I don't really know how to start a plane properly, and it's like a whole bunch of things that I don't know how to do. The other cool thing is this is live in terms of the weather and in terms of the sun. So you can see here the sun is now up on the UK. It's about 3 a.m. here in Toronto, so it's about 8 a.m. there. And it's coming in, like for instance right here, it's going to be nice out soon. So the other things you can do, so once you select an airport, so let's say selected Donegal. No, let's go Dublin International. So set as departure, and then you'll see, because I have this small plane selected, it'll show me all the different airports I can get to that are in range based on my plane choice. If I were to change my plane to say, let's go like a 747, that circle gets a lot bigger. Covers like most of the Earth. So you can see that the different planes have different ranges there, and it's really easy to choose how far you want to go. But say you wanted to go, oh yeah, this is all live traffic here. So this is a plane right here, flying at 4,000 feet from this airport to that airport. I don't know what it is off by heart, but you can look it up. So like this says LSBF Sofia Airport in Bulgaria. So it's flying from Bulgaria to Dublin. So it's coming in for a landing right here, right now. So this is live air traffic. You have all of these green planes flying around. That's all live air traffic. And then, yeah, say you wanted to, so we have the departure set over here. So we wanted to fly to Allenwood Airstrip, and we wanted to land right there on that side of the runway. You'd set that as arrival, and it gives you an approximate time based on the aircraft you're using, the distance in nautical miles. Tells you the trajectory you have to take when you leave there, and the trajectory that you'll want to take when you're landing based on the wind. You can also do things like, let me see here. So say I wanted to enter GPS coordinates. So this will take me to a custom area. So this right here is, I believe it's called, see here on the map, Blackpool Tower. So this is Blackpool Tower. I could set this as the departure, which means I'll just start like flying like 8,000 feet over top of it, or as an arrival if I want to fly over it. You can see here there's get rid of this for a second. So here's Blackpool Airstrip with all of the different runways and everything like that. What I could do is I could take off from this runway, set as departure, and fly over to the Allenwood Airstrip. It says it's only going to take 16 minutes in my 747. But what you could also do is put in these coordinates here, get this custom waypoint, and press add. So that will add it as a point of navigation, so that will add it to my flight plan. You can add in points that you want to fly over that way, or you could add in, say if you wanted to refuel and you wanted to fly a smaller plane, or refuel in Kennedy International and make your way all the way across to LAX from Dublin, something like that. You can do that entire flight plan where you land, do the refueling, everything like that. It's all open to you through this process, so it's really cool. The starred airports are the ones they try and bring attention to, but there's so many airstrips when you zoom in. You'd be surprised how many airstrips there are in the world. And you can see here, flying into Heathrow, a whole bunch of planes coming in for a landing. And also people who are, so that Wobbly Wombat is a player, so that's someone playing Flight Simulator. Because you can play, there's multiplayer. They're flying directly towards this flight right here. Let me see, what altitude are they flying at? 600 feet. This one's flying at 200 feet. Jeez, are they gonna... Air traffic control should do something about this. This doesn't look good. This isn't good. So okay, so this, I just want to make sure this is a player character. Same with that one. Okay, so they just flew right over this this real plane right here. So you can see there's another player character right there, and then this is live air traffic. And you have all of these different airstrips. Some of them don't even show up until you get close. You got the points of interest here: Big Ben, Houses of Parliament, the Shard, Tower Bridge, Tower of London, and you can fly into London City right there over the O2 with all these parking spots. That's actually a player right there. So they're in the parking spot preparing to take off or land. So it's really cool. There's a lot of stuff here in Microsoft Flight Simulator for people to do and really just explore the world. You can just kind of like zoom in and you say like, okay, I think I see some points there. And you can zoom right in on the airstrip, see all the parking spots, everything like that. Anyways, if you have any ideas for places that I should visit, either as destinations or... Oh, there's a lot of planes in this area here. Places that I should fly to, fly over, fly from, anything like that, let me know. I'm getting distracted by just how many different spots there are here. Like, here's Toronto where I'm from, and just, you know, got real flights coming into these. And all these different airstrips here. Stouffville. Got a Stouffville airport, I didn't even know that. There's Buttonville. Yeah. It's crazy. That's the world.